Howdy ho neighbors, I'm Daniel Rodriguez. Welcome to my Shameless Season 7, Episode 3, spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. So we begin this week's episode with Lip hating his new job. And apparently his new guys are playing VR for Gears of War and Gears of War 1. I doubt that. I may be wrong. I'm a big Gears of War fan, but I never heard about a VR Gears of War. I'm just saying. I think that's kind of BS there. I may be wrong, but I don't even know if that's a real thing. So, Shameless. Why didn't he just actually use a real virtual reality game? I don't know why he just didn't do that, but whatever. So he has to change this guy's pee bag, which is really actually a stupid thing. Ian is not taking his meds. He's becoming the Joker from Gotham. He ends up letting this schizophrenic girl go that is in the back of the ambulance, and she gets run over. Her head gets decapitated. She doesn't get decapitated, but Kevin's new van has the naked women on the van. You know, they're holding their boobs away, so you can't actually see the boobs, sadly they're getting covered, but causing a stir in the neighborhood with Kevin's new company. He has their new service. People are paying him to move the van, and that's how he's going to kind of have that money there. The Russian girl's father is staying with them. Fiona's job is getting harder and harder, more harder than the guy she bones. She's going to make her kids pay, not her kids, but her brothers and sisters, Carl, Debbie. She's going to make them all pay, except Liam doesn't have to do it because Liam's still a little kid. So she's going to make them pay, or else you're going to have to fend for yourself, and you're going to have to leave this house, and you're going to have to be on your own. Wow, that's not sister love. So that happens. So Frank's new family, he has a new Debbie, new Carl, new Fiona. He has his whole new family now. The new Gallaghers, a Gallagher name, man. So Debbie ends up shoplifting. She shoplifts, and she gets caught, which I'm very happy she got caught, but Fiona ends up breaking her out of that. I think she should have went to jail, maybe prosecuted, execution style, I don't know. That would have been really nice. So that happens there. Free food for Frank family, man. They're in this new house, this for sale house that they were doing this open house for. They now have that house, at least for the moment. Frank's family's there at the food gathering at the end that the church has put up for the whole public of the city. That's about it. Now on to the pros and cons. I say this every week, and I'm going to say it till the end of time. William H. Macy as Frank Gallagher is fantastic. Frank's always the best thing about Shameless. Probably the only number one thing. I love all the other characters, man, and I love Kevin, I love Fiona, I love all them. Sometimes they do get annoying, but Frank is the one that always just stays on his tiptoes. He's always the one that keeps me going every now and then. So Frank Gallagher having a new family, that's pretty freaking genius. As well, I love the whole slow-mo shot of them walking very slow. Like, this is the new family, and then the girl, his doll face, ends up throwing up. I actually absolutely love that shot. I really enjoyed Kevin's story arc this week. It works hand in hand. He gets paid to move the vehicle, and he gives them the card. He's like, if the wife's out of town, make sure to call. Now, Fiona for me is always a hit and miss. With her job, I'm kind of actually liking the storyline of her and the new obstacle she has to face every single week. The cook quit. Frank is always coming in and always causing trouble. You know, sometimes Carl's there, sometimes Lip's not there. It's constantly always like, I don't know how she does it in life. I honestly don't. Like, her life seems pretty difficult enough where you think she would almost put a bullet in her head. But she's still going on strong. And I gotta give it to that, man, that her story arc this week wasn't the worst. Some stuff I didn't like about this episode, the VR Gears of War. I could have sworn that was Gears of War 1. I'm pretty sure that's not Gears of War 4 or Gears of War 3. It looked like it was Gears of War 1 and they're doing virtual reality. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. It may be a thing, but it's not a big thing, so I never have heard of it as that way, so I call BS on that one. Debbie's storyline. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Debbie anymore. She's one of the characters where I'm like, whatever they did to her character, and they changed her so much, and she's, I wanted her to actually get arrested and go to, jail for the day or whatever, and learn about shoplifting. Like, she was stupid. Her idea of putting the clothes and everything. It's obvious. You're so freaking obvious. As well, I'm really disappointed that they didn't show Kevin a little bit more. I would have loved to have seen Kevin's storyline a lot more this episode. And Ian's storyline. Now, Ian's a hit and miss for me as well. His storyline this episode wasn't bad, but it was pretty slow. Like, it was a very slow-paced story arc. But for me, I'm going to have to say my favorite story arc out of this whole episode was Frank Gallagher. Him and his new family. And he even, the speech that he did when he went back to that shelter and he was like, everyone come with me. And the thing is at the end, the guy's like, what's for dinner? Yeah, you didn't think that far, Mr. Gallagher. You did not. You had to provide for the family, and you brought a bunch of other people, but what are you going to eat? You have shelter, but now you gotta eat. And you gotta drink water, or at least something for everyone of a beverage there. So, not worked in your favor there, Frank. Did it. Anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a good episode. It wasn't great. Had its ups and had its downs. Debbie, Ian's story being slow. It was interesting, but then part of it was like, okay, well, then they didn't do much with Lip. Like, I was expecting Lip to grab the pee bag and just throw it on them. You know what I mean? Like, bust it open and like, or else he was going to hit that guy that's always like, you know what, Lip, you got to do your job. I thought he was going to like grab the pee bag and smack it on his head or something. Like, that would have been awesome. That would have been funny. But, you know, of course he's going to put the pee in the drinks or whatever, but I wanted it to be just more, just hit him in the head with a pee bag or drop the pee on the guy's head or something, or break the screen or do something more, something there, you know. So some stuff were missing, some stuff were really good, some were bad, so not a horrible episode. Carl's story was slow as well, as in like he wasn't shown that much. And then at the end, he just goes to the dad. He's like, I didn't do it. And he did the test. And Carl's was probably my second favorite. And then Fiona's was my third out of the story arc this week. Anyway, I'm going to give Shameless Season 7, Episode 3, a solid B. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the like button. You can comment down below to what you guys about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Share with your friends. Hit that subscribe button for more awesome Shameless reviews every single week. I'm Daniel Rodriguez. Subscribe to the channel. Support it if you have the time and if you have the freestyle. Thanks again. Bye-bye.